Hello YouTube. I am coming to you with another video about the cheek piercings, but this one is in regards to the silicone. I actually got these excuse me, y'all. I actually got these from Painful Pleasure, but this is not a, well, it is a review video, but it's more of the little silicone 7mm disc. For me, these are not good for if your cheeks are like mine, and anytime you change out your barbell, and if your bar is not long enough, these, let me see if I can, let's see, can you see them? These things right here, I don't know, I'm trying to make it where it ain't blurry. Let's see. These things right here, they're small and they will go on there and they actually help. But if your cheeks are sensitive like mine's are, where anything that you put on your face, like if you change your jewelry out, whatever you do to your cheeks, if your skin is sensitive like mine is, these are not good, especially for the inside. These are supposed to keep the bar from digging into your skin. And I'm going to show you something I forgot. Hold on. Okay, so let's see. I'm looking for a Labray one that I can show you what it looked like with one of these on there. I guess I should have had this ready when I get ready to make this video, shouldn't I? Let's see. Okay, so this length right here is really short. It doesn't seem short, but it's actually pretty short compared to, I actually have my 16 gauges back in. These are 14 gauges, but I want you guys to see how these fit on there. So if you are tired of your, if you're tired of your back piece going into your cheek, this is what it looks like when it's on there. It's clear. Let's see. This is what it looks like if you move it. But when you pull it back, that's what it looks like. It makes it bigger, but if your skin is like mine's and it's like, this one is too long, as you can see. But I put it, and this one is not, it's the same length, but this side tends to get, tends to do its own little thing. This one is not having any issues since I took the 14 gauge out. But this is what it looks like when you put it on the back of the Labray. The only thing is if your cheeks are like mine's and they tend to swell, this right here, it would actually, your cheek will still try to go over it. Mine actually literally dug into it. This was inside of my cheek. I had to keep pushing it out, and that was very uncomfortable. So for someone that has sensitive skin or cheeks like mine, that may not work. Then I tried these right here. And actually I was just doing an experiment because I wanted to see what would happen. Since these are so much bigger, I wanted to see what would happen. But as you can see, that hole is so little, so you have to pry it. You have to like literally make your Labray push on there, which is not worth it. But anyway, so what happened to mine is I did get this piece on there, and it made it where it was bigger on the inside. But the only thing is, when my cheeks started swelling, it swelled on the inside to where it was literally trying to grow over this big piece. It was trying to grow over this. So I figured I'll put 2 on there. Maybe that'll help. That made it worse. I put 1 right here. So because my cheeks had swollen so bad before I put it on, it wasn't swollen. When I put it on there, my cheeks had swollen so bad to where, I'll throw that away. Well, what was going on was my cheeks had swollen so bad to where every time the little side piece would move, the round part, it would literally dig into my skin to the point where if it wasn't any scar or anything, I don't know if you can still see it, like right here. This is like, they have been out for almost a week. And this is what happened where it dug into my skin. I was trying to get it off, and due to the piece being so tight, the hole being so tight, I couldn't get it off. So when I tell you that was the hardest thing, the worst mistake I could have ever made was putting those on there. But the bigger mistake was when I put the 2 little bitty, when I put this size labret in my cheek, this much of it stuck out. Just this part right here stuck out. So when I screwed the ball on it, it made it even tighter, and it was really bad. So if you're gonna have the jewelry, make sure that the jewelry is long enough to where you don't have to worry about the keloids forming or the little piercing bumps on the hole. You also don't have to worry about the inside of your cheek trying to grow over it because it's too tight. Me personally, what I would do is just get a longer bar. I really didn't want to go down to 16 gauge, but I was like, I don't have no other choice. That's the only longest bar I have at the moment. And due to the fact the 16 gauge bar doesn't allow you to have the bigger balls. So what I did was, because I like to have bigger balls, as you can see. This is like, these are also belly ring. If you want the curved ones and you just don't want to deal where you want the ball on the inside or whatever, you can actually purchase the belly button rings, and they actually go on there. And you can also get up to a size 8mm ball, which is, sorry y'all, I should have been prepared, which is, so if you had an 8mm ball on your piercing, it's actually going to be this size. This is an 8mm ball. It's much bigger. Some people say it looked like a marble, but I mean, to each his own. If that's what you like, then do what you like. I liked them, and I liked it too, because when you put them on, they actually hide, if you have crusties, they hide all that. So that way you don't have to worry about cleaning your face off so much throughout the day. You want to clean it throughout the day, but you don't have to worry about, like if you can't get to the bathroom, or you can't get anywhere where you have like the sea salt or the lavender oil or just water and a paper towel, you don't have to worry about rushing in there because you can't see it because the ball is so much bigger. But due to the 16 gauge bars, the biggest ball that they have is like a 4mm, and that's really small, and I didn't want the smaller ball, so that's why I went up to a 14 gauge. With these, I put a little glue inside the hole, and I stuck the bar inside that hole and left it there for a little while. So my balls are actually glued on these bars. They're glued on there. But it's okay, because when I get ready to take them off, they come right off. The only thing is, I know the 16 gauge bars does not have the bigger balls like these. I like the bigger balls where you can see them. I like the little diamonds, different things like that. And with the smaller balls, you don't really get that effect. But yeah, that's me. I'm not telling anybody to go out there and glue your balls onto your gauges, onto your Libre bar or whatever. That's just me, because that's what I chose to do due to the fact I wanted my bigger balls, and I know this 16 gauge does not let you have them, so they won't screw on. They just fit on there and you pull them back off. But it's easy to get them off. And then what I do is when I get my 14 gauge long enough, then I just screw it back on there. But you can also, if you just like, you can actually, now this one right here is the same. It's a little bit longer, but it's still too short. But you can also, if you're just wanting a longer 14 gauge bar, these right here are the curved bars, and these are for like the belly rings, like these. Hold on, y'all. I'm making a mess over here. But where I got mine, I actually got them from Walmart, and they were $10, and they had 3 belly rings in them or something. And these were, well, before it broke, but this is one of the balls. And then I ordered this. I would have loved to be able to use this, but as you can see, the hole is on the top. So it would have been sitting up like this, but I would have loved to be able to have this one like this. And then you have the bigger ones, like the silver ones. But if that's what you're wanting to do, if you just want to get a 14 gauge and just have the bigger balls, this is what I bought. So you can get these anywhere. I just went to Walmart and got them, and then I stuck them in some sea salt and some water just to clean them, because anytime you buy jewelry, you want to make sure that you put it in something to clean it, or even alcohol, whatever you want to clean it with, to make sure that it's sanitized and disinfect and different things like that before you put it inside your cheek. Because you got to remember, your cheek is very sensitive. Your pores are open, so you don't want to catch any type of anything. But if you ever just wanted to experiment and just buy different things, you definitely can. But I just want to come to you and let you know that those little silicone disc things, they're not good for, they may be good for like your lip, your nose, your eye, your ears, but they're not good for cheeks, especially if your jewelry is short or if your cheeks swell like mine does. So I hope you enjoy this video, and if you do, you can definitely comment. I'm open to any suggestions, any criticism, whatever you have to say, I don't mind. And please subscribe and like this video. Other than that, thank you for watching. Have a great day.